What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the new Bats and the Bells podcast, new Phillies show here on the Stream Punk Entertainment Network. I am alongside with my guy Euro Paul, and now joining the show is none other than the heartbreak kid himself, the heart stopper, Sean. I was about to say Shawn Michael, but no, my man Dave Yarnell. What's up, Dave?
How we doing, guys?
What's going on? Well, listen, this has pretty much been your Phillies season in a crumble. Not much of offense. But a win's a win, I guess you would say. Dave, does the arms? I'll start with you. I mean, the arms kind of saved this game. Tell me what you saw from Zach Wheeler's performance tonight.
Really was Wheeler on tonight. 6 strong innings. He gave you I think his Ks were out amazing tonight. He's pitching really well. He's starting to come to his own since the injury, so you can really see he's coming back to where where he belongs. Like I said, 6 strong innings, gave you what he can, once again, no offense for this team for him to they gave him nothing. 2 runs is not enough for Wheeler, but for him it is. But for some pitchers, it's not. But he battled tonight and looked really good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, his fastballs were. I mean, obviously that was obviously his delivery. It was mostly his fastballs. I mean, he has secondary pitches of the cutters, the sweepers, but his fastballs were on point. I mean, sometimes he would go upstairs with it. I mean, again, he hit you with those low cutters. He really didn't get hit too much tonight. I mean, like you said, he was kind of like on point. 6 Ks would do it. I thought Don Manley left him a little too long in there. I mean, Seth Indy kind of got bopped around a little bit. But nonetheless, this is your typical Wheeler win, and the bullpen. Same thing, Paul. I'll give you. What's your take on Wheeler tonight?
Yeah, 7 in the third he went. Strikeouts didn't come until late, but he got a lot of key, like 2 or 3 double play balls, a lot of ground balls, not a lot of hard hit. But that one hit that almost went out scared me. Abreu almost tied it up there with that 2-run shot. It almost went out. It would have been out at Citizen Bank Park. But other than that, I think that was the hardest ball hit off of him. He's still ramping up. The strikeouts are still not there yet. Well, he's like 7, 8, 9 Ks per 9, whatever. So, but he's not there yet. But he's still ramping up. But still a good game. Kept us in the game. We scored just enough runs for him to get the win.
I think there was a part of the game where I think it was first and second. Red Sox had first and second. I think it was 2 outs, and the ball was hit up the middle. And Turner made a nice play. I mean, if he's not playing behind the bag, that's a single. Score runs. We're tied at 2. So yeah, it was just one of those things where right place, right time for Turner, worked out, and sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, well, Star Wars is checking in because guys, we're only 2 games under 500. Yeah, no. I hear that.
We were 9 and 19, and we only have 3 more losses after that, and we have 11 more wins. 11 more wins.
It just seems like the go kick in the pants that this team needed. Maybe it was Topper this entire time that needed to be released. This team's bad, and they're winning. They're stacking up wins. Like you said, maybe you're looking at this team a month ago. All the signs are written on the wall. This seems like it was going to be a long season. Getting rid of Rob Thompson, even though I still think that was the wrong move, it apparently was the right move. They need to move on from him because this team is now clicking on all cylinders. You guys are mentioning early, through the course of the show so far, offense wasn't really there for you tonight. I mean, as a matter of fact, only 2 runs across the board. We're lucky this Red Sox team stinks. Because if it was one of these upper top tier teams, we could be facing a long night. And like I said, the arms got you through. Whether it was Wheeler, a little bit of Durant got you through. I mean, he has some incredible hot stuff coming through. So Dave, I want to go to you too. I mean. What is going with this offense? I mean, there's occasionally there's the offense we've seen all weekend where and again, Schwarber still has the hot bat of cracking home runs. But again, it just seems like this offense, it was struggling through. Now, what did you see with the offense so far?
Right now, Pat, honestly, guys, the offense has been up and down. If you've really been thinking about it, I mean, sometimes they'll come up, they'll put 11 runs on the board. Sometimes they'll put 2 or 3. It's been like that all season, if you think about it, because when they're hot, they're hot. When they're not, they just they manage to get 2 or 3 runs to save to win games. That's what they've been doing. They haven't been consistent to score 5, 6, 7 runs a night. That's not what this team does. But it's different because look at Schwarber. It's like every night, the last 5 nights, you've had Schwarber hit a home run. What, 5 games in a row now? So he's done it five straight. It's guaranteed. Like he comes up, you're up 1-0 automatically in the bottom of the first because that's what he's going to do. But the problem is he bats so far up in the lineup. There's no reason for them. They don't put runs on the board because it's 1-0 Phillies. Well, who was that? Schwarber. We know that. It's just a common thing that you see all the time. But it seems to be like once they get that 1 or 2 or 3 run lead, they seem to hold it, but they just can't. They just can't keep going with it and making it more. You know what I'm saying? So that'll come. It's not July yet. The weather's still not hit. It's not hittable weather. Wait till the summer starts and the ball starts traveling. You'll see runs will start coming.
And you're right. Listen, I think so too. Trey Turner had a struggle. Went 0 for 4 tonight. Not a great night. Not a great line. Only like Paul said, only 5 hits tonight. Only 5
hits, 9 strikeouts, only 3 runners in scoring position chances tonight too. So it's really boring game. Kind of a boring game tonight.
It wasn't one of those ones you want to get up for. But again, your defense, your pitching did enough for you to bail you out of trouble. Like you said, Durant. You had Wheeler obviously doing.
Alvarado did a good job too.
Alvarado got you out. Just when things look like they're kind of.
I can't trust him, guys. I know it's hard. I am not an Alvarado fan. He is not the guy to come in there and get job done. He's off and on too. You never know what you're going to get from him. One day he could give up 5 runs. He could strike out the side. It's just one of those things with him. And I cannot. I am not an Alvarado guy whatsoever. Never was. Never will be. I never trust him. That's just me.
No, and listen, and you're right. Listen, you have nothing to take away from. Again, Alvarado got business done tonight. Which is good, but again, biting your nails, all that stuff. Like I said, not much. Like I said, at least he got you through it. Like I said, the bullpen, the arms got you through tonight. Not much from the offense. Is there worrisome with Bryce or this top part of this lineup? And by the way, Noah, what's up? He says, "Yo, what's up, yo?" Of course, no, one of our big time listeners to the program.
I'm more worried about Bone, man. At least Stott right now is turning it around. He's raised his average up back up to 230 now. I think around that. Had the game winning double today. But man, what do you do with Bone, dude? Like he is just. I know he had one ground ball hit today, but. Man, they need to figure him out to get going, man, because he's killing it, like that lineup, man.
Yeah,
he's that guy. He's not. He's what they've been trying to trade him for the past 2 years, and they still can't get rid of him. So
now if they trade him now, they're gonna get nothing for him.
But obviously, nobody wants him. That's why they can't. That's why they can't get him off the books. That's just the way it is. There's nothing to do about it. You can't. You're gonna put the other third guy there. I can't think of his name.
Aiden Miller?
No, the other one.
Sosa?
Yeah, no, Edmundo. Thank you. Edmundo. Yes, thank you. I don't know why his name escaped me. Sorry about that. No. Sosa there. You can put him there. But he's a transitional guy. You can put him in third. You can put him in short. It doesn't really matter, or second, whatever. He'll make those adjustments. But with Alec Bowman, it's like it's hit or miss. Like I said, lately it's been miss. He had one good game, but okay, one good game out of what? How many we played so far?
Yeah. It is he's back with 175.
Yeah,
Aiden Miller in the wings. Obviously, he's hurt right now.
Well, Aiden Miller's injured.
But definitely that's his job eventually. Right. So this probably could be it last year for him if somehow, or we even trade him at the deadline. Who knows?
That's a possibility too.
Yeah, dude. I look at it too. Like I know another person's got me upset. I know we brought him in to try and help this team out. I look at Garcia and I just see a missed opportunity. I don't see him.
He's this year's Kepler, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're hoping. I think it's a little more upside, hopefully. But
the thing about Garcia is you're not getting him 2 years ago. You're getting the Garcia Rangers.
1 year, $10 million deal signing. Hopefully, works out. That's what it was.
As I was saying, the Garcia now you're not seeing the 2 guys 2 years ago from Texas Rangers. You're not getting that. He's just not that guy. You may think he is, but he's not. You would honestly, me, and this is just me. You could laugh at me all you want at this, but I would have kept Castellanos and Wright. I had no problem with that. And here's the thing: you ate that money that you gave him, that you got rid of Castellanos. It was only 1 more year of contract. I mean, it would have killed you to keep him 1 more year.
You're probably getting around the same production anyway. Other than I think Garcia's a better outfielder, defense. You're getting that, but is it worth $20 million or 30? 20 for him for Castellanos and 10 for Garcia.
All I know is Castellanos having a blast at San Diego right now. He's having a good time. So, maybe it was a good thing. I don't know for sure, but Garcia to me has not shown me what we thought we were going to see so far. I'll keep it that way.
And I agree with you, fellas. We're getting some more comments in here. I know a lot of people are chiming from about everything else. Flyers were devastating. We know somebody has got. Thank you for showing me the broom. Thank you. But yeah, that's a bunch of stuff. Michael Wood saying, "Hey, what's up, Michael?" But yeah, like I said, when I look at this baseball team, look at the ups and downs. Again, a team that really, really struggled here tonight. Again, we keep on alluding to it. If it wasn't for Wheeler, this team would be in massive trouble. Again, Harper 0 for 4, Garcia 0 for 4, JT Realmuto 0 for 3. I mean, this team really struggled to play. Crawford 0 for 2. Alec Bohm went 1 for 3. And that's another thing, too. It's like the same old regime. They get some pops, but they can never get the guy come across. They only did tonight. They had the 1 RBI with the Bryson Stott double that panned out. But outside of that, it's struggle to get on base. It was tough. A tough night tonight up there in B-Town. But yeah, like I said, we'll take the win. I mean, I hate to say that the win's a win. Michael Wood said Phillies will be a 500 at the end of the week. They will be a top of the wild card by mid-June.
Okay, Mike, but
they're only 4 games. They're 4 games out.
Don't get too excited. It's only night.
They're 4 games out of the wild card spot from tonight, before the game tonight. So yeah, technically they can be, but I mean it's gonna be hard to catch the Braves at this point. I think
you're not catching Atlanta. There's no way.
It's like on fire, man.
Yeah, Atlanta. Sorry, so Mike, my guys are saying, no, we're not catching Atlanta there, Mike. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Woods, we're not catching Atlanta. Noah's saying Schwarber is unstoppable.
What steroids he taking is my question. My God, come on, dude. Every single night's a home run. Every time you turn around, every first inning, you turn around, there he goes again. It's like it's unbelievable.
It's crazy. He's catching these inside fastballs.
He's putting us ahead of every game so far in the last 5-6 weeks or 6 games.
I mean, you would think pitchers would learn by now not to throw him an inside pitch so he turns to the right every single time. You just know it's coming. It's only a matter of time.
No, my man Jay Lewis checking in. Oh, he threw another comment, but he says, "Hey Gobbler, checking in from Buffalo from here." He goes, "Any news on your Philadelphia Wings finding a home yet?" No, unfortunately not. Michael says no. That's not what I said. Oh, Atlanta has the division, but we will be fine with the wild card.
That's not necessarily true, too. I mean,
you don't think so, Dave?
It's May. You can't tell me that. I mean, if they get hot in June, July, yeah, okay, I'll give it to you. But right now, it's still early.
It's still early. Listen, I'm with you, Mike. I think they can get a wild card spot, and now with this 6th spot, you can get yourself, but. I don't know.
I don't like this bullpen. Tell you number one, though. This bullpen scares me. Like I know that the big Keller. I talked to Scott Lauber over the past after we signed Keller and all these players, and he's like, "Oh, Keller would be great." I'm like, "No." He had one good year, and what he's near 5. Like,
right.
Again, it's like patchwork arms. And for the bullpen, and even Rob Thompson, Tom said, "Oh, I love our bullpen. I think our bullpen is stronger than last year." No, it's not.
No. I don't think so either. To be honest with you,
that's the problem with Thompson, right? And it's always good. It's good to be positive, but he's way too positive for stuff that should not be positive.
I agree.
Like Taijuan Walker, right? How bad? Oh, he threw the ball well. We'll give up 7 runs, dude. Like
he says.
And that's the big thing that kicked me about Thompson. Like he's too positive for things that should not be positive.
I think honestly, the only thing that the Phillies can depend on right now is their starting pitching. Their starting pitching is strong. I mean, you got Luzardo, you got Wheeler, Painter. He's coming around, but he's still not there yet. I'm missing a few, but off the top of my head, But I think that's what's going to get them these wins, because if their offense doesn't produce, their pitching will keep them in games, and that's you'll see that as the season goes on.
Michael Woods is also chiming in. He says they will be buying at the deadline, and Harper won't be making lattes. Well, I hope he's not going to be making lattes. I hope he finds himself competitive in some competitive baseball. Noah says 2 runs is unacceptable tonight. We totally agree with that. 2 runs is unacceptable. The offense,
it was good enough to win. So
listen,
I mean,
the pitching staff got you through. And my man Jay says sad to see the Wings have some delicate fans. Yeah, listen, man. Well, I'll talk about that another time. There, Jay, it's a shame. Like I said, my first time doing beat reporting work. Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, so listen, listen. I'm with you there. Noah. Listen, two runs is unacceptable, but they got the job done. You're playing against a bad baseball team.
I'm surprised the Red Sox are this bad this year. I really didn't think they were going to be as bad as they are. I know that Yankees are taking the division. I get that, but to me, it's just the Red Sox they're better than what they're showing. I believe that they're just not. They're just can't clicking right now. I don't something right with them. I don't know what it is, but
yeah, they have no power. I think the one guy the most has 6 home runs, Abreu.
Yeah,
there's no power on his team, so they do the small ball, steal bases, and stuff like that. It's a very boring team to watch.
And that's all they do. Hello, brother. Is it true Dylan Morey got fired? I'm just checking in.
Yes, he did.
He's gone. He's no longer here.
But Nick Nurse still has his job, so there you go.
Yeah.
He goes, No says, my point, the Red Sox aren't good right now, and we should put up at least 4 to 5 runs. Yeah, and listen, son, but just you should be happy with that you had your arms to come through. You had Wheeler having a nice solid night. You know what I mean? This you got to appreciate it. Like you guys are saying, there's going to be this times where you scratch your head when you see Luzardo on the hill and Nola on the hill. There's those up and down. You can't trust that all the time.
Now the other night you got a bad Luzardo because he had two good starts. Then he came back, and then this start he was horrendous. So it depends what Luzardo you get.
Right, and it depends what Luzardo you have. But like I said, tonight, though, we'll take the win. Just like I said, I wish they could have, like Noah says, I wish they could have mustered some more runs. But listen, I'll take the W, go back to the win column. Strong, solid night from your pitching. As we take a look at the Red Sox and what they did, again, they had Durant, who went 0 for 3, Gasper with that thick, ugly mustache of his.
I know.
What's up with that?
That's horrendous.
Yeah, that is horrendous. He goes 1 for 3. Abreu goes 1 for 3. And then you have a bunch of guys, and they're pitching. Morin, he had 2 Ks, one home run, 1 hit, and 1 run. So, and then like you said, Wheeler 4 Ks, allowed 6 hits. I didn't even know he had allowed 6 hits. I thought it was so
and they're missing one of their best players too, Roman Anthony. He's on the disabled list.
That's right. I forgot about him.
Yes. Yeah, he's one of the young guys up and coming there, and he's on the injury list too. So.
Yeah, and like I said, it's crazy. They're missing some people, but like again, when I look at this Phillies team again, solid win tonight. You can tip your cats at. It's one of those things your Phillies team comes through. Like I said, it's just about you have to get the guys other than Harper. Seems like Dave just said, other than crushing a home run, you need to get other guys going. You have to get Turner has to start dialing off some hits. I know he comes up big. You have other guys who kind of struggling that they need to come through.
Well, Turner made a nice play short. I mean, he beat the guy to the bag. It was close, but he was out.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
You
so
see the Phillies signed Dylan Carlson today?
I did not see that. No.
Yeah, they signed him. He's in AAA right now, the outfielder for the Red Sox. He was like rookie of the year, I think, when he came out. So maybe we'll see him sometime.
There you go. But I like Crawford, though. I really do. This kid, he's young, but he's up and coming. And Brandon Marsh to me can go tomorrow for all I care. I mean, as much as he hits the ball and everything, but you're not going to see him in the playoffs. That's not what he does. So I mean, what's the point? He's Brandon Marsh, and there's a reason why Brandon Marsh was backing up Mike Trout with the Angels. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, To me, it's like I just am not. I mean, you can like Brandon Marshall, you want good outfield or whatever. I'm not a fan. I never was. I just don't care for the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I was lukewarm on him last year, but this year's actually doing pretty decently.
Yeah, he's hitting.
He's making
I wasn't
contact.
crazy about him last year, no.
No, yeah, that's what, like I said, I'm seeing Brandon Marsh make contact. That's all that matters to me right now. Like you said, Dave, when it comes to postseason time, that guy turns colder than my pitch good deal. So right. We can't have that. So, but anyway, like I said, it's hard to do the post game show with not a lot of runs across the board. Just not with a bunch of pitching.
Pitching does win games, Pat. Pitching does win games. Yeah.
So again, I want to kindly go you, Paul. I got to get you. What is your grade of the? What kind of grade would you give the Phillies tonight?
Well, the pitching definitely held them in check, so I would say B.
You're gonna go B. Dave, where would you go?
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was going to say B minus, B plus, B minus and a B, somewhere around there. The pitching kept them in the game tonight. Like I said, if Boston was a good offensive team, they would have won this game 4-2 or 5-2. But their offense isn't very good. Our defense is stellar. It's good. It's good enough to win games, and our pitching absolutely is good enough to win games. So, like I said, low B.
Like I said, I'll give maybe B minus somewhere there for me. Yeah, like I said, runs across the board could have been a lot better. But definitely I would love to see some, muster some runs here. So
how many opportunities,
Wow,
so
Noah's saying
opportunities, I think, running scoring position.
Noah's saying C plus for him. My man said, no, Trout, we're not talking this. Let's talk about how the Eagles fans come on, we'll talk football another time. I don't care about Daniel Daniels, your quarterback. That's another time. But yeah,
Paul, would you agree with me on this? Real quick, would you agree with me that the Phillies are probably one of the most teams to leave men on base all season and not score runs?
Yes, agreed.
Okay,
it's terrible.
Yeah, it's so inconsistent, right? Like it's like they never pile on runs throughout the innings. It's either one run here, back to back, and then nothing like tonight. Nothing the rest of 7 innings. Like there's no consistency. Yeah, Turner's been doing it all year too. How many times I see Turner up with 2 men on or bases loaded and he doesn't get the job done? You know what I mean? So, yeah, they have to be up there one of the worst this year.
But I will say this is a good start. This is a good start for this 6-game road trip. It's a good win. It's a solid win to go in there in Boston and win.
Yeah, listen, take game 1. I'm excited for it. So let's go around the league a little bit. And then plus this helps you build up that 6-0 win you just had on Sunday. This helps out a whole lot. So let's go around the scoreboard as we normally would do. So the Braves have taken a 5-2 win over the Cubs. And then you have Pittsburgh has won 3-1 over the Colorado Rockies. You have the Orioles losing at home to the Yankees, losing 6-2. You have the Guardians losing to the Angels 3-2. You have the Dodgers coming on a little later tonight versus the Giants. You have the Athletics taking on the Cardinals. That game's just getting started. A lot of baseball being played tonight. You have the Mariners and the Astros going to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 5th, the Mariners are winning 7-2. They're thumping the Astros right now. The Texas Rangers are thumping the Diamondbacks 7-1. The White Sox and Royals are split 5-5, top of the 7th. You have bottom of the 7th. You have Brewers winning 6-3 over the Padres. Ooh. You have the Mets actually outbreaking right now with an 8-2 win, 8-2 top of the 8th. Blue Jays and Reds 5-5. Twins are winning 3-0 top of the 9th, and about to win. The Nationals are winning 10-2 over the Reds, and that is you're out of the box. You're at all around scoreboard check-ins. So
what's funny about the NL East right now, and it's really concerning if you guys literally think about it. The Braves are winning or running away with this as right now they are. But every team in the NL East, if I'm not mistaken, is under 500. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah. I believe you're right.
Then you go to the NL Central, every team's over 500. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough to watch this. This division is terrible.
Right.
This division is terrible.
I think the Nationals will make leaps and bounds. Honestly, I think they're surprising people. I really do. I mean, you look at what they're doing right now. They're actually winning more than they were last year. That's for sure.
Yeah, they need some pitching, and then after that, they'll be contending.
But they're a young squad too.
At least a wild card, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
listen, they are 4.5, 4.5 games out of a wild card spot. I get it. They're 9.5 out as well as we are. Well, we're 9 games out, but still, I think you, Dave. I think at some point they're going to turn around their franchise at some point and to get into a rhythm there. Let's get into your player of the game. We all have to have a different player, which is hard because we're probably all looking at Wheeler. But let's go to Dave. Dave, I'll give you who's your player of the game?
My player of the game, I'm going to say Trey Turner with this that play at short. I think that was that play that he beat the guy in the second. I think that was the play right there because he beats that throw. If he beats Turner in the bag, I think it could have been a different story altogether. So Turner, I think I'm going to give it to Turner tonight. As much as I'm not a Turner guy, I'm going to give it to him. It was a good play.
Now you got Turner. Paul, who do you got?
I'm gonna give it to Stott. Stott, I like the way he's doing now with the bat. He's definitely turning around his season. Early terrible struggles came up through with that big double there to give us the 2-1 2-0 lead at that point and held on. So I like what Stott's doing. I'm getting to him.
You got a couple people agreeing with you. Noah says player of the game is Stott, and then the real Kevin checking in. He goes, Stott just he knocked in the winning run. Yeah, I mean, listen, Stott's starting to see the ball well. For me, I'm going to have to just go with the obvious. I'm just going to go Schwarber. Schwarber just continues to crush it. Again, I wish we would have a little bit more to put together, but I'll take the inside kind of setting the tone for the Phillies, getting that home run going, again finding his stride with things. So I'm going to go give it to Kyle Schwarber. So, with that being said, so listen, real fast, guys. This has been a episode of the Bills and Bats. Unfortunately, like I said, I'd like to put some more things together. Unfortunately, we did not have a lot of things, not a lot of offense to get going. But this is the first episode, first of many, to get going here. But like I said, Wheeler guy kind of got things rocking and rolling. Obviously, he set the tone of the game. He did a great job. I mean, how can you not give him an A+ for what he's done? Even though, like I said, he actually gave up more hits than he did Ks, which I find that surprising because I thought for sure he was locked in.
He's not there yet with the Ks. I don't think yet. Velocity and all that stuff. But he's got a lot of ground balls, and that's
what I'm saying. Yeah,
ground balls, double plays that killed any potential, rally.
So yeah, it's like I said, I'm excited for where this team. Like I said, hopefully they can just flip the script here. Don Mattingly now gets his 900th career baseball win. Donnie Baseball, way to go, Donnie Baseball.
It's so funny too because if you guys think about it, when they fired Topper, they're way over 500. Well, they're over 500 for what Mattingly taking over the job. And sometimes a new voice in the clubhouse does make a difference. And I you guys see that with Mattingly. And Mattingly's been around a long time. He's a baseball guy, so sometimes you just need that new voice to keep the team going. And right now they're going in the right direction. They're pointing up. You can just say it.
Yeah, I feel it too. I feel like this team is definitely going to go in the right direction. Like I said, it was the kick in the pants that this team needed. It was, I didn't think, it's not going to work this time. There's no way you're going to go from being 10, 11, 12 games out like you were 3 or 4 years ago when you decided to move on from Joe Girardi to Topper. I was like, there's no way. But, it did. It worked out. It panned out. So, guys, listen, we did a half-hour post-game show, guys. I will be back here tomorrow, do another one. So, guys, I want to say thank you so much for me, for Dave Arnold, for my man Euro Paul. Guys, this has been episode number 1 for this. So, guys, we'll be back here tomorrow. Guys, enjoy the rest of your night. See you along, everybody.
See you.
Take care.